My blade is yours.
Hello and welcome back to Pecyo wildrift. I'm back with a new kindred video, and this time we're gonna build 3 tanky. And I actually think this build might be better than the grid build I did last video, or yeah, better than the damage build in general. So I'll give it a try. I'll blend in the build I put in the thumbnail on the left, and one I think that would be more optimized for a ranked game. I think the hard steel is a little too much. It's decent, you can do it, you will see it in this video, in this first gameplay here. By the way, this one is the really intense gameplay, and I have 2 more short ones after this here, which are gonna be more of a stomp, where I just showcase how to get a lot of marks in the early game. In one game I basically got 10 marks in 10 minutes. So yeah, stay around for after this game if you want to see that as well. And yeah, as I said, the better build I think is without the hard steel, but you can build it. I just think the Triforce into Sterox and Black Cleaver would be the best to do on tanky kindred. So we cleared our whole top side. We got pretty lucky with the RNG here, getting the crab on our side. We know that the enemy kindred, by the way, it's of course a PvP again, because it's hard to get kindred in the ranked game. And yeah, we know the other kindred will be on the other side, so we didn't have to hurry up too much for the crab. And next, yeah, we have this Olaf marked. Let's see if we can catch him. And we actually get the last hit with our second spell from the wolf. So we already have 2 marks here. Really lucky with the crab though. And of course very bad by the Olaf to overstay when I even marked him. So I like to go with the Phage first. I'll wait a little gold to get another dagger here. Then we're gonna go back to farming. Oh, actually, yeah, it's not another kindred. I'm so used to playing in mirror matches here. It's actually a Vi this time. So yeah, no mirror match. Anyway, we knew that she wasn't at our crab there on top side. And next, yeah, I probably shouldn't have marked the Ezreal here. Kinda gave away that I'm looking here. Was a bit greedy for the marks here. I guess seeing the Olaf who didn't react at all to my mark baited me into marking the Ezreal here as well. So you always gotta think if it's worth to mark, or you might lose a kill because you give away your position, or give away that you're trying to gank them. What you can also do is kinda do a mind game here. You're like on the completely other side of the map. And yeah, the enemy is like pressuring someone hard on the turret. You could mark them just to like scare them away from applying so much pressure on your teammate. And you can also use the mark to get vision on the enemy jungle, of course, for a few seconds. It's also really useful. So we waited in the bush for the Vi here. Get a kill on her before we ult. And yeah, then we can pick up the Olaf as well. You have a mark on the wolves, but yeah, I'm definitely not going for that, way too risky. And also far away, we have our whole jungle up here, so we finish that one. And when I played this, I was actually pretty surprised at the damage. I was expecting less damage with such a tanky build, even running the hard steel. Damage was still pretty good. I mean, I was fed here as well. Getting a lot of marks in the early game, like here we have 4 marks at 4 minutes. And that's pretty good. Also almost have our Triforce ready. So I'm just taking this red buff and then I look for reset to get my Triforce. And by the way, they changed, you Didn't see it yet, they changed the Triforce and Black Cleaver passive. They had the same name before, like the passive where you get move speed, it was called Rage. I think on the Black Cleaver they changed the name on it, or on one or the other. The important thing is that it's not the same passive anymore. So you can actually build both and get a lot of move speed from attacking. And I think that it's just a really good fit for Kindred's playstyle. That's why I would suggest going for Triforce and Black Cleaver together with Sterak's on a more serious build here. But if you really wanna, you can do Heartsteel as well. I mean, I'm doing it this game and it feels pretty strong. So yeah, we look for the brand here, don't want to commit too hard for the dive. So we go back out and go back in again. Second time. You're just really mobile with Kindred, so you don't have to like all in the dive, you can go in and out like that. Now we have a mark on the red buff, we wait for the Olaf to leave it a little alone, so we can pick up the mark from red real quick. And yeah, I just take the Raptors as well, since I'm here. Mark the Vi again, in case she walks into us here. She doesn't know that her red buff and Raptors are gone yet. And she goes on the brand, so jump over the wall, go for the Vi. I had to ult a little early. I'm not sure if I had to ult, but yeah. I ulted a little early for the Vi. We got her, so we already had 8 marks for 7 minutes. That's pretty insane. It's all your abilities and range scales with the marks. By the way, if you haven't seen how the mark system works, just watch any guide by all the other creators like Hell's Devil, Darkbreaker. I think Rift Guides explained it well as well. And like a bot game, if you want it more in detail, or just watch my last video about the full damage Kindred build. There I also put like a text where the marks will spawn, depending on how many marks you have. But I think the other creators went a little more in detail there. So now, since we have 8 marks already, the next one can only be on like the dragon here. And of course we can get more marks here from killing the enemies. Didn't have Ezreal or Vi marked though, so no mark from them. Do have the brand as my target. So I need to be killing him next, and I got my Heartsteel now at 8 minutes, if I recall. Yeah, Kindred is really fun to play. If you didn't enjoy like the testing her as a damage build, I really recommend trying this more tanky one. I think it's even stronger. And she will probably get nerfed, I think she's strong in her current state. That's why I also have to play her in PvP games, since she's always the Pecyo ban in ranked. So I do mark the Olaf now, since he's like kind of inting, like running frontline all the time until he dies. So we should be able to kill him again. Pick the Ezreal up first, so we don't take too much damage. And then we go for the Olaf with the flash. We can even dive this Vi because we're like full tank, so we can just eat a few turret shots, we don't care. And yeah, we are at 9 marks. Because we just got the brand there, I think. Oh, never mind, because we switched to Olaf. Got him. So we picked up that Scuttle as well real quick. Need a little more gold for our Sterak's. so I don't really want to recall before we have it. I'm marking the Ezreal, since I think I can 1v2 them. But yeah, the Ezreal barely survives, unfortunately. We do get the Pike, but not the mark from the Ezreal. Now we have the Sterak's got the mark on the Drake. So we're just gonna get the turret real quick, then we should be going for the Drake. Don't have our passive mark ready, so we can mark the Olaf. But we just steal enemy blue. Doesn't take too much time. And then we can take the dragon and get our next mark. Yeah, and that puts us at 10 marks. That's already really good power spike. What I like about Kindred is also that like every mark is your power spike. It's not like you have to reach a specific number for a big spike. First 3 are pretty good because you get the 75 range increase. After that it's 25 I think per mark or anything like that. But yeah, the first 3 are pretty easy to get. So we got a pretty free kill on the brand here. Fortunately I didn't have my passive ready to mark him before. So I have Vi as my target currently. It's not here. But we do just fight the rest of our team. Olaf gets a healing plant. We ult just in case. Yeah, they just can't kill us because we're too tanky. Kinda messed up here. I'm not sure if I could have gotten that Pike. I was pretty scared of the Pike ult, so I didn't want to jump in his face too much. So I jump over here, we see him again. He's just leaving, it looks like. So we do clear the Scuttle Crab. Next we're gonna have the mark on the Baron. I do the blue buff before to get some more HP back. And also for the cooldown. And then I'm starting the Baron buff. And Zwei is coming here. I just wanna jump over there. I still think they can kill me. I have my ultimate ready. So I'm using that. Vi uses her ultimate. She dies to my team. I don't know if the Pike didn't have ult ready here. He would have killed me for sure, but yeah, the brand flashes as well. I even still barely die. I almost survived from that healing plant. That would have been crazy. And my team like dies so close to the Baron. That was kinda unlucky. I should have probably stayed on the Baron, but yeah. For the content I went over there to fight them. And I also thought my team would be able to take that. I mean, if any other player helped them there, they would have been able to get the Baron as well. So as you could see there, we had 4.2k HP already. 300 bonus on the Heartsteel, so basically 1k HP from Heartsteel already. Yeah, we're gonna get a decent chunk of damage with the Titanic on that, and a big shield on the Sterak's. Just a really fun build. So the Pike goes on us, it's a stun. But as you can see, like, I'm just full tank Kindred. It's almost impossible to kill me, especially with that ultimate. Like, if you get bursted insanely much, you can just use your ult. Other than that, even with the Sterak's shield here, everything, it's so hard to kill a Kindred with this build if she's ahead. And the damage is really good in my opinion. So now I wanna kinda do the Baron again. We kill the Vi first. And another Heartsteel proc, so we're already at 400 now. Smite on the red buff. I kinda trolled there, attacking the red buff too much, but I didn't get my lock thing, attack lock there, off the red buff for a second. Now, yeah, we could end it probably, but I wanna finish the full build for you guys, so I'm getting the Wit's End. Already at 4.5k HP. I'm not sure if Heartsteel is worth it, because you have to go for it pretty early if you build it, otherwise it's really troll, since you have no time to stack it. But you do lose like important items like Sterox and Black Cleaver in the early games, so it might scale better into the late game, but I still think Sterox Black Cleaver would be better and more consistent. So yeah, we just picked up the Drake real quick. Still have our mark on the Baron buff, and I really needed Quicksilver in this game. Kinda trolling for not having Quicksilver here. I would have easily been able to kill the brand there. So then we ult, so we don't die there as well. Even though they finally got us like low enough there, they still can kill us because we have the kindred ult. Now I think I'm getting Zhonya's, and yeah, that's not the right choice. I definitely had to get Quicksilver here against so much CC. But yeah, it doesn't really matter, we're so ahead, it's really hard to lose this one. So we go for the Baron, Olaf isn't even here. Do their ward. And yeah, then I jump over to the brand, since I don't want him to throw an ultimate in my team. Pretty bad for us. I did leave the Baron alone there for this. Again, that was probably not the right call. But yeah, we're just going for kills here, going for a little better content. And next Drake will spawn. I do think we should get another mark on it when it spawns. Yeah, the mark was right on there. Nowhere else it could go. And that puts us at 15 marks. Now we just pick up the Ezreal real quick with the Elder. Kind of a one-shot from the Titanic attack. Here again I needed Quicksilver. Would be so much better than Zhonya's, but the Elder Drake, it's kind of a joke how easy these fights are now. Barely don't get the Vi there because of her Sterox. Then the Baron minions just end the game. So yeah, that was the full game with a complete full build. But I do have 2 more short gameplays up here. So if you want to learn how to play the early game with Kindred, I recommend you watch these as well. I'm going for the tank build there too, but as I said, I think the Heartsteel is a bit much, so I'm building the Triforce Sterox, I think, in these games. Alright, so we're in the second game. This time, not sure if this is another Heartsteel game or Sterox second. One of the next two gameplays here are without the Heartsteel, definitely. I think I'm deciding pretty spontaneous in this gameplay. So we put a control ward on our blue, marked the Kindred so we know where she starts, so on the red buff. Yeah, and we have a mirror match against Kindred, the RNG is even more important and annoying. You have to go to the grab and just hope that the other kindred doesn't get like both of the marks. That's pretty tragic. But yeah, in a real game, you don't have a mirror match, and kinda just have to hope as well that you are on the right crab. So I don't do the golems, since I wanna be fast enough on the crab. Exactly my wolves. And I should be able to clear my whole top side before the crab spawns. Can use the smite on the groms, and since we should, actually we used it on the red buff, right? There we have 2 charges, so we can use it on the grom. Then have another smite ready here in a few seconds for the crab, but since I know kindred started bot side, I know that it's not really gonna be contested. And yeah, I really had the RNG gods here with me, giving me both marks on my crab. Really lucky. So now I want to look for a Twitch gank and jump over the wall to avoid vision. And I also marked him. Then I put down the pink ward to get vision on him. Still has flash, and I don't know what happened here. I flashed behind him because I thought I would be in the vision range to get the last auto attack off. But yeah, I just couldn't really see him. Maybe he was barely out of range. Anyway, no big deal, we just go back to farming. We have our ultimate now. The other kindred has no ultimate yet. We have the level advantage. And yes, she even runs out of our ult. We should be able to catch her before she gets the level up. And that gives us the first blood. Soraka is here to give us some HP back. Pretty nice. The mark is on enemy raptors, that's kinda too dangerous to go for now. Also the enemy kindred should be respawning pretty quickly, since it's so early in the game, she will be there right away. And next we grab the stinger and some cooldown. As tank kindred, you definitely don't wanna be building boots first, since you need the damage for jungle clearing fights. Triforce is just a really good overall item for the early game. Yeah, after you finished it, you can go for the boots you want, like depending if they have more AP or AD damage. Of course you can go like damage boots as well, but I think tank boots are pretty decent, and you have enough damage with Triforce and yeah, like just your mark scaling and abilities just deal so much damage. You just go for the kindred here instead of trying to coin flip the crab. Don't even have our Triforce yet, but still can't really contest this. And our mark spawned on the Gromp. Already on the other side of the map again. Pretty hard to get for us, so probably can't get there. So just gonna clear Gromp and Woods, and then would be recalling for my Triforce before I go to the Herald or Drake. And as always, I prioritize the Herald over Drake. So we grab the Triforce, tier 1 boots, and yeah, we just head straight to the Herald. I'm expecting the enemy jungle mostly to be on Drake, since a lot of junglers like to go Drake first. Yeah, I love trading Herald for Drake, I think Herald is way better. already, like, the clear is so good. It was so fast of an herald. So now I probably just place mid lane. Should have our mark spawning soon again. And yeah, since the raptors are down, kinda the only chances are wrong, but she just cleared that one as well. So yeah, the raptors are first spawn now, so yeah, there should our mark. That's our mark. But I know that the Syndra is here, so I flash over there. Kinda scared of the Syndra ult, so I ulted here to make sure I don't die. I really need to survive here to get this mark on the raptors as well. Kinda messed up my camera placement there in the Syndra fight. Next we do go for the Garen. Not sure if I had a cooldown to mark him. Yeah, it's already our target, but I didn't need to mark him. Was a bit late with my reaction here to dodge this, but since we're kinda tanky from Triforce already, survived that as well. And yeah, just check their damage. And then I don't go for Heartsteel here, instead I'm just going straight for the Sterak's, because if you didn't know, the Sterak's increases your base AD by 50%, which means that your Triforce scaling also goes up, since Triforce does like double your damage, double your base damage on the next attack after you use the spell. It's just gonna do more damage from the Sterak's, since you get more base damage, base AD from Sterak's. Here we just smite the Kindred's blue away. And everyone surviving barely. Do get the Kindred here. We survive from our smite on the wolves. Yeah, we're just really limit testing here. It's tank build. Or we even have enough gold for our Sterak's. Gonna be another insane power spike. We are at 6 marks, so our next mark could be on either Crux, Red, Blue or the Wolves. Since this side here is cleared, I think it's gonna spawn on the Wolves. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset here for my Sterak's. Probably not gonna be there in time on the enemy Wolves to get the mark. Yeah, let's just see if we're right. If gonna spawn on the wolves. Go for the Kindred first here. Here I should have marked the Kindred, probably. Don't know why I didn't. And yes, you can see just I can just straight up dive them and don't have to worry. But I really should have marked someone here, not getting a single mark. Actually I got one, but I had my passive ready, so probably should have went for the Kindred there with it. So I'm not sure where How did I miss it? Maybe I cleared the Crux and they had my mark on it. That's why I got one. Not actually sure. Oh, okay, there it's spawning on the red buff. Like right before I got the mark from Syndra, I was still at 7. So that's why I got another one on the red buff. So red lucky there with another free mark. Next one has to spawn on the dragon. So now I actually wanted to go for Black Cleaver, but I just autopilot bought some items that got recommended, which would be for Heartsteel. I really wouldn't build a Heartsteel like third item, that's really troll. So yeah, this game would go long. I would probably just sell a part item there and go for the cleaver. I think I have at least one item that builds into it. And we got another mark from the Drake, which puts us at 10 marks. And we just keep counter jungling. And looked for another fight in mid lane. But then they surrendered already. So that's why this video will be 3 gameplays, because yeah, the last 2 ones here both get stomped pretty hard and they surrender. So I have another last one for you, if you want to learn more about Kindred still. And we're just gonna hop right into that after the damage here, so we check damage. Alright, so let's go to the 3rd game, which is also pretty short. Okay, so we're in the 3rd gameplay here. We're going for the tanky build. So always Triforce first. Start with the longsword, roll ward, put that down on our blue. Then I want to start on the red buff. I think this is my favorite clear on Kindred, going not completely full clear, but from red to raptors to wolves to blue to grom. That should be possible to get like fast enough to be right on spawn for the crab, which is pretty important on Kindred, like even more important than on other junglers, since you get that mark potentially. You're lucky with the RNG and the crab is on your side that gets marked. You definitely want to be there on spawn. So here in 50 seconds we cleared the red and raptors. It's pretty decent. I usually take like 1 minute for a full bot side clear on something like Master Yi. Yeah, we have like 15 seconds left until the crab is spawning. You probably can clear these a bit more optimal, doing like kind of a double clear on Gromp and blue. I gotta test around on that a bit more. So my mark is down there on bot lane, and I get the enemy kindred's mark, and I mess up the clear here, making it reset. Like, yeah, wasting way too much time here, but I know that the enemy kindred is on the other crab, so I can at least deny his mark. And then he's gonna walk into us. We have a little more HP, so we should be able to fight him. That's why I flash and put my third spell on him to slow him. And we do pick up the first skill on him, which also gives us the mark, since we marked the kindred like right at the start of the game. Then I put my mark on the Lux, since yeah, I'm just gonna clear the golems here, and in case Lux would have walked into us, then we would have gotten another free mark and a kill, since she was pretty low. But she doesn't, so we just clear the control ward and then recall. Have enough for our phage, and maybe also the stinger. Yeah, it's a pretty decent power spike. So enemy kindred got the mark on our raptors. We clear that first. He's kinda looking for it, not really going for it. He kinda knows, I guess, that we took it already. But since we know where he is, we might be able to go for his raptors here. We'll be able to fight him. Yeah, so he wastes his third spell on the raptors, so he can't fight us at all. He survives, but yeah, we're gonna be able to pick up his raptors, knight that away. I'm looking if he is like recalling close enough for me to pick him up, and then we just take his red. So we smite that just in front of him. And then I overstay a little here. But I think, yeah, my Seaver still gets the kill there. And since we have a Yuumi that heals us up a little, we do survive this one. Silver dies for it though. I was duo with the Yuumi, so that's why he chose me here to live. And then we get a clutch play in here with the smite on Crab. Have enough healing to survive that fight as well. We have enough gold again for our Triforce. I'm guessing we're clearing the Gromp and Wolves, and then we reset to get it. Would be the better play at least, the red buff. I wouldn't go clear the red buff here, because yeah, you're just gonna waste some duration going back if you clear it first. So I would recommend, unless you think it's gonna be contested, to just back first and then pick up the red buff after, where you have a longer duration on the red buff. So yeah, since the Herald spawned here, I just go check it right away. Just kill the kindred. Nothing you can really do there. Should have the same old cooldown as me, so I knew he didn't have it. But now we just get ult back in time to survive the Z ultimate. The Lucian should have left a little, at least like one of the healing plan for me here, that would have been nice. But yeah, we're just gonna be able to get this Herald anyway, I think. I just kited the Teemo, so he tried to go for me. And here I have to flash out of the kindred. And he's gonna get his mark on my Raptors. Nothing I can contest there without my ultimate, and he also should have his ult. So we just kill the golems, go for a reset again. So we're grabbing our armor boots. They do have more physical damage. Now I'm pinging the Drake since Kindred is gonna be on there. If the Lucian has ult, but yeah, would definitely have stopped there for a second. So I'm not there in time to smite it, but we pick up a kill on the Z. Just go straight over the wall for Kindred as well. We do have a mark on her here. I am going like really ham again, reading for the mark, kinda limit testing for content. And yeah, we don't even get the kindred here, unfortunately. Okay, never mind, we got the mark, because the enemy kindred just entered as well. I don't know how they all still managed to die there. It's a really hard stomp from our team. Clear Quadra for the Lucian. I guess Yuumi is just as broken as Kindred. So now we go for the blue buff. Make sure the enemy Kindred doesn't get her mark on the scuttle. Then I wanna put my mark on the Lux, since we should be able to just spawn the Herald here, get the turret, and then the Lux should be a free kill after the Herald dashes against the turret. Our team is here though, only and the turret barely survives, so I'm backing out a little again. Then Kindred dashes in, kind of a free kill. Get a nice Yuumi ult, so we quickly take the turret down. Put our ult down as well. We start proc on the Jinx. Yeah, we just killed them all. I guess this tank Kindred build is actually completely broken if you even get a Yuumi on you as well. Then there's just no counterplay, as you could see there. It wasn't even that bad. Like I shouldn't have been able to do. Like, I shouldn't have been able to play like this. It's like 3 kills or what I had. I will put my mark here on the Timo. And I know we can just kill his turret and then he's gonna be a free kill as well. Yeah, that's just no counterplay to kindred Yumi. Especially if you go for this more tanky build, no one can one-shot you. So that was the third game. And I really hope you enjoyed this longer kindred video. Since the 2 gameplays were pretty short, but in my opinion also interesting, I decided to like just do a video with 3 gameplays. Thank you if you watched all the way to the end. You're the MVP. And I'll see you in the next one.
Mother always said, subscribe to Pecyo, and if that's done, click the bell so you don't miss any videos.